Nerd data to begin. We have a 76.89% aggregate rating for the issue. Only 9 titles from the NES and Sega Genesis to work with, figuring into that number, which is a low number in my opinion, and even I guess comparing it to previous issues. And that also is quite a bit below the rolling average of 78.93%. So it's not surprising that I expect we will have a lot of overlap for our nominations, because there's just a handful of things worth talking about and then a bunch of bullshit, in my opinion. And that, of course, not good, Bob. Not good. Give me your nominations.
All right. First and 100% Gauntlet 2 co-op. Like, I have good memories of this as a kid, but I know I didn't play it all the way through and beat it by any stretch.
Yeah. Well, it's got like a million levels. So,
and I don't remember like when I picked it up. It might have been like a garage sale or thrift store kind of pickup at the end of the era, and I'm like playing it, but I can only play it with my little brother who's like 5 years younger than me.
Fucking incompetent.
Or it's or maybe I can't remember who, but like I remember playing it and having fun, but like being limited time, maybe a rented situation. So I can definitely do that. And then second, G.I. Joe, checking out some G.I. Joe action there. And then third, I mean, I had many options here. I thought about throwing out Truxton. I thought about
it was in there. We didn't even mention it, but it's in that library.
Oh yeah,
panel,
I saw it there. I thought about throwing out some Solstice, but then I decided on Jackie Chan. Action Kung Fu.
You motherfucker, you keep tossing that in there. I can't believe you put that in there over Mega Man 3. That's wild.
Oh, and Mega Man 3. What am I thinking about? I completely forgot. There's so much, like you said, like those obviously the things that we've seen multiple times before. But I could absolutely play Mega Man again. Like, yeah, of course I could.
Well, yeah, I also had 4, 3 of which were How good are we at this? Like, I totally predicted it. 3 of my 4 overlap with yours. So
nice.
I didn't pick Jackie Chan, of course.
That was more the fun one I threw. I just left it on there from the last.
Musha is mine. My
Musha,
wild card, yeah. So, yeah, I loved that. I really would like to play it. Same with G.I. Joe. We have to have some heater coverage of G.I. Joe coming in Nintendo Power next month. So we'll talk about that again very soon. I'm not scared about leaving that to wither on the vine per se a little bit. Same with Mega Man, not going anywhere probably.
Yeah.
And we have done Mega Man 2, so it's not like we haven't given that franchise any love at all. Like I said, yeah, I was going to talk about Gauntlet 2 for that reason. Anyways, the fact that you have it as well, like that we have this kind of like fucking
like a specific
outside, outside incentive to do it, and I think that's a fun. Also, that celebration, I think, falls in line with what we're trying to do here with this 100th episode shit. It won't be our 100th episode; it'll be our 101st. But it is also a celebration of doing 100 episodes. I think to bring in a lore disciple and play some fucking 4-player co-op action. That's a super fun idea. Again, God willing, that we can make it fucking happen on Parsec. So that's interesting, and I think that's a reason to do that. And we didn't do Gauntlet 1 either, and that is a franchise that probably deserves to have some love on the topic of giving franchises love. So I think that makes a lot of sense, and I support doing that if you do. So want to roll with that?
Let's roll.
Fucking A. Okay, so that will be Gauntlet 2. Will be our next game for our next normal game app. But we are not going to do a normal game up next. First, we are going to do a 100th episode bonanza on Ode to the NES, A Bobo's Big Adventure. And abobosbigadventure.com is where you can download that from and check it out before we drop our take on it. It's I actually didn't realize this. I have downloaded it. So it's not, I thought it was a ROM. It's not a ROM. It's a Flash game, You still play, I mean, it maps to your NES controller. You play it just the same. But it's not actually in an emulator, rather. It's a standalone thing. You just, open in Windows. So that's it makes it even easier, maybe. Yeah. So we will play that next. And then we will play our Gauntlet 2 jam session before we get back to, I think it's going straight back to any the Nintendo side. Sega's AWOL until April, maybe?
Summer, spring?
Yeah, April, I think. So we'll do the March 91 issue of Nintendo Power after that. So full understanding of our calendar coming up in the next few months here. And we're probably due to start talking about timeline for the third episode of Phantasy Star. I was thinking maybe early July for that